Hello everyone and welcome back to our latest challenge on our BN channel. Welcome everyone to the Pikes Peak Gravel Hill Climb Challenge. Yes my friends, we are back with another hill climb challenge, but this time we'll be of course doing it on the gravel circuit, as you can see, because first of all it's Pikes Peak, it's a legendary track, and also because the gravel version is an absolute treat. And I'm really happy to announce that this awesome challenge was sponsored by our dearest friend Mr. Belp himself. We've seen and we actually participated in some of his amazing and crazy challenges in the past, and of course this one is no exception. So my friends, let's enjoy this awesome video, let's explore the rules, and of course let's create something awesome together to participate for a chance to win this awesome vehicle that you are seeing in front of you, which is called the Elena, which is an awesome pickup that was designed specifically on those rules that you will be seeing in a moment. And of course it will be the prize car for the winner of this challenge. So let's have fun and let's start reviewing the rules. Alright, so the rules are pretty straightforward. So if you want to participate, you need to create an awesome vehicle to participate in this challenge. Currently we are running on the open beta version of automation. So if you want to participate, you need to make sure that you are actually using the open beta version, not the stable version, because the stable version is not actually working well with the open beta. So you have to switch, my friend, to the open beta so you can actually create a car and participate with it without any problem when I'm loading the car. Alright, so the first rule, which is of course the production year. So the production year in this challenge is 1978. Yes my friends, no more, no less than that. Moving on with the next rule, which is of course the quality sliders. Well my friend, the quality sliders are allowed, but you can't go plus. You can go only 0 and -5 max. From 0 to -5 max. No positive sliders whatsoever. Moving on with the third rule, which is of course the allowed body type. Well my friend, you can use any body style from 1960s up to 1978, but you need to make sure that the body is actually a ute or a pickup or a hatchback or a coupe, basically. So yes, ute, pickup, hatchback, and a coupe or coupe. But you can't use a four-door sedan or an SUV, for example. You can't use those two things. Also the wagons are not allowed. So again, ute, pickup, hatch, coupe. These are the only allowed body types. Moving on with the next bit, which is of course the allowed body materials. Well, my friend, any body material is allowed, or any chassis material is allowed, but you can't use fiberglass. Fiberglass is not allowed at all. Moving on with the next bit, which is of course the suspension type. Yes my friend, the suspension. So because we are making something, as you can see, that will go on a gravel circuit, you have to make sure that you choose the correct type, and that means all types of suspension are allowed. So you can go with any type you want. This will be for you, for your own imagination, so you can actually explore and to choose the perfect one. So you have to make sure that your choice is absolutely spot on for the current application of challenge, as you can see. Alright, moving on with the engine. Now the engine actually is a pretty restricted area. So basically you can choose any engine type you want, naturally aspirated or turbocharged, but both of these types are restricted by capacity. For example, if you want to make a naturally aspirated engine, you can go up to 3 liters, my friend, 3 liters of capacity. Or if you are planning on making a turbocharged engine, you can go up to 2 liters max. So it's up to you, my friend, it's your choice. You can go naturally aspirated with 3 liters of capacity maximum, or you can go with a turbocharged engine with a 2 liter maximum capacity. This is your own choice, my friend. Alright, now let's move on, of course, with the cylinder numbers, because in this challenge you can go only 4, 5 or 6 cylinders only, no matter if it's an inline engine or a boxer engine or even a V engine, but you have to go with only 4, 5 and 6 only. These are the only allowed 3 cylinder types of engines. 4, 5, 6 only, no more than that and no less than that. Alright, moving on with the intake. Well, my friend, you can go only standard or performance. You can't use the race intake. Moving on with the fuel type. Well, my friend, in this challenge, you have to use only 91 unleaded octane fuel, or 91 regular unleaded octane fuel only, no more, no less than that. And you need to make sure your engine has at least 10 mpg, or your whole car, basically, not the engine, your whole car needs to achieve at least 10 mpg or greater. Any car with less than 10 mpg, it will get disqualified immediately. So you need to make sure your car has 10 mpg or more in total. Moving on with the exhaust. Well, my friend, if you are building a naturally aspirated engine, you can go with any exhaust type you want, but again, no race exhaust. Same goes with the intake, and you have to go with at least a catalytic converter and a single muffler of any type, no matter what kind of muffler. You have to use at least one muffler and a catalytic converter on any engine type. Moving on with the drive type. Well, my friend, in this challenge, since we are going on gravel, you have to use only 4x4. No rear wheel drive, no front wheel drive, nothing else. Only 4x4 on this challenge only. Moving on with the gearbox, of course, you can go manual only, no automatics whatsoever, only manual. Now moving on with the differential. Well, my friend, you can go with absolutely any differential option you want. Open, manual locker, automatic locker, it's up to your own choice, my friend. Moving on with the tires. Well, as you can see, it's obviously, the choice here is obvious because we are going on gravel. That means you have to go with chunky off-road tires only. No medium, no hard long life, and nothing else. Only chunky off-road tires. Moving on with the brakes. Well, my friend, the brakes, you can go with absolutely any brakes option you want, and also any brake fading you want, because the limit on the brakes is the stopping distance. Well, my friend, your vehicle needs to stop less than 45 meters, 45 meters or less from 100 kilometers per hour. Basically, when you look in automation game, it will tell you the percentage of brake fading, and above it, it will tell you how many meters the car will take to stop, basically. So you need to make sure your number is less than 45 meters. Any car with more than 45 meters, the whole car will get disqualified. And the reason that I really don't care about brake fading, because we are not really gonna use the brakes that much in this challenge. It's not really a track. It's like all the time power sliding and having fun on gravel. So yeah, brake fading doesn't really matter, but you need to make sure your brakes are actually strong enough to stop and slow down your beast. Right, moving on with the interior. Well, my friend, you have to use 2 or 3 full-size seats, no more and no less than that. And of course, when it comes to interior type and entertainment, it's up to you, my friend. You can go with any type you want in the interior and the entertainment. It's up to you. Moving on to power steering, also any option you want. And then we move on with the safety. Well, my friend, the safety, you can go with any option you want, but your vehicle needs to have at least 20 points of safety.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
Less than 20, the whole car will get disqualified. So make sure your car has 20 safety points or more. Anything less than 20, the whole thing will get disqualified immediately. Moving on with the suspension tune. Well, my friend, you have to go with off-road / speed, but again, we are not going rock crawling or track racing, so you have to make sure your suspension is perfect for this track. Now, your suspension needs to be soft but not too soft. Your vehicle needs to be like cushy and a little bit comfortable, but not wobbly and not balancing all over the place. You need to make sure that your car actually is suited for this track. Look at it. Look at this beast. Look at that. Even when it goes completely wrong.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
It just keeps on going because the suspension is perfect for this application. It's perfect for high-speed cornering. Oh my god, look at that! And as you can see, it's just perfect in every single way. So you need to make sure everything is spot on, my friend. All right, moving on with the total weight, because my friend, we've seen this on the previous challenge. A lot of people went with extreme lightweight cars, and the limit here is your vehicle can weigh as much as you want, but your vehicle cannot weigh less than 1,000 kilos. Your vehicle needs to be 1,000 kilos or more, no less than 1,000 kilograms of total weight. Yes, if any car is lighter than 1,000 kilos, the whole thing will get disqualified. All right, my friends, let's move on with the last rule, which is of course the budget. Well, my friend, you have a budget of $15,000. Yes, my friends, I'm not joking. $15,000. As you can see, this is your own total budget, because this is not a manufactured vehicle. This is basically like a project car in 1978 to go up the hill on the gravel circuit in Pikes Peak. So 15,000 is plenty enough to create an amazing vehicle, to go up and on this amazing track, and to put on a blistering time and a great show. So 15,000, this is your maximum budget, my friend. Any car with $1 extra, it will get disqualified. Make sure your car costs 15,000 or less. All right, basically these are all the rules, my friend, for this challenge if you want to participate. And now, of course, let's talk about the TCP number. And if you're not familiar with the TCP, well, this is it's called the total category points, which is a system that I invented that will tell me how good your car is in automation. So basically, the higher your TCP number is, the better your car is in automation. So basically, to calculate your TCP number, you have to add together these individual categories that I'll be mentioning right now. You have to add those numbers together, and the total number of these categories, this is your TCP number. So the categories in this challenge are off-road, utility, safety, economy, and reliability. Again, off-road, utility, safety, economy, reliability. Add those numbers all together, and of course you will get a special number. This number is your TCP number. Make sure you write down this number when you submit your car on my Discord page, the link in the description below. And those basically are all the rules. And now, of course, let's talk about the deadline. And of course, right now, today is the 10th of June. That means you have 7 days from now to make your car and to submit it on my Discord, the link in the description below, which means the deadline is the 17th of June, 6 p.m. plus 3 GMT time. That's my local time. You have to create your car and to submit it before the deadline for a chance to participate, and of course for a chance to win this awesome car that you are seeing in front of you, the Elena pickup off-roader, as you can see. So that's pretty much it, my friends. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Big thanks for Mr. Belp for, of course, sponsoring this awesome challenge. And of course, my friends, if you have any question about the rules, you can ask me directly in the comments, or you can go to my Discord and ask everyone over there. You can ask Mr. Belp himself also on my Discord. He will be more than happy to answer your questions about the rules. And that's pretty much it, my friends, for this awesome challenge. And I really cannot wait to see what kind of crazy vehicles that you will be coming up with, and I really cannot wait to drive your awesome vehicles on this awesome legendary track. So that's pretty much it, my friends. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and of course, huge thanks to all my Patreon subscribers. Big thanks from all of my heart for supporting me, for giving me more motivation to do much more. Thank you so much from all of my heart for becoming my Patreon members, for supporting me during these difficult times, because you know how things are these days with the COVID-19 and all of this nonsense. So I really big thanks from all of my heart for keeping me going and giving me more motivation to do more and more for you guys. So really thank you from all of my heart for becoming my Patreon members and for supporting me during these times. And of course, my friends, if you want to become a Patreon members, I'll be more than happy for that, because when you become a Patreon member, you can create your own challenge with your own rules. You can download all of my replica built cars that I built in the past to your BeamNG.drive to enjoy them. You can of course become a VIP member, and you can participate with me on upcoming live stream. You can talk with me, you can participate, and you can have so much fun on the channel with me and on Twitch as well. All of these things are on my Patreon page, the link in the description below. And of course, big thanks for everyone for watching. You guys are really awesome, and I really cannot wait to see you guys very soon with more videos and more awesome things. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.